Hello, so in this video I'll be showing you how to add frame and labels. So you finish plotting this, okay? You finish plotting this and you want to add frame. So here I can see this rectangle too, okay? And once I click on it, I can start click and drag. But here in the command line I'm going to type D for dimension, and as I want to use A4 paper. So A4 paper has a dimension of 210, enter by 297. Okay, okay, so this is it. Now this should be a scale of 1:1 because 1000 millimeters make 1 meter. And if you understand this concept, this is how we scale real life drawings into paper. So 1000 millimeters make 1 meter. So this is 1:1000. Okay, and I can use this frame. But for the sake of the margins, you want to create some margins, so you can use offsets, and this we can experiment together. So let's try 5 meters offset inside. Does it look okay? If it looks okay, we can leave it like that. So when we want to print, we can use this. We can entirely delete the outer frame if we don't, if we want, or we can leave it here, and then we can start adjusting. So let me say you add another rectangle here as much as this, then I'll just be using eye gauge to do this. Okay, okay, this is where the surveyor's name will be. This is where the plan number will be, and the middle one should be where you place the seal. Okay, so let me do this. Okay, so we can add where you place the plan under plan number here, and here we have our frame for scale of 1:1000, and then we can add some text elements here. So let me type text, and then specify start point here, specify font height. Let's use 2.6, and then rotation 90 degrees. That's okay. Let's type in some details. Okay, plan showing landed property of, okay, so plan showing landed property of, okay, it's supposed to be multi-line text, so let me change it txt to m text. Now this is a multi-line text. Plan showing landed property of asterisk at um, location, 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 my state, Nigeria. Okay, my state, Nigeria. Control A, and then just center align this. Um, Under you can include scale 1:1000, and then area is equals to let me say 960 square meters, and then let me just abbreviate it, and then origin of DGS 84 change that to not. All right, so I can change this font color to red. Okay. Um, how do I do that? Okay, so here, change it to red. Then this, change this particular one to blue. And we have it like so. Okay. So since we already have this, we can just copy this down here. Delete this. Type certified through copy of original plan made by me on 19th of December 2025. 25. And then just gonna place it here. Bring this one down. Surveyor's name is Surveyor. Tutorial example number 232, example road. Okay. Surveyor tutorial example MNIS. Yeah. So we're going to come here and then bring this one here, and we have plan number EG slash TT 001 slash 2025. Okay, so we're gonna make this look good by bringing it like this and then expanding this space, so we have it like so, right? And expand this like so, so it's just like that. Okay, let me not be covering so much here, and then you can copy this plan number down here too. Okay, copy it down here. Like so. So we have the plan number here. Okay. Can have a deposition number. And then okay. Okay. So we're gonna leave this like this, and then we're going to add our scale bar. So let's add our scale bar, and for that we'll check this. So let's see how 20 meters will look like. Okay, 20 meters, 20, 20. Let me delete this and add 10, 10 meters. So check this, bring it this side 10, and then 10. What we have is we could just drag this like so. It's a very simple scale bar. Okay, very simple scale bar. But you can, okay, if you want, I can offset all this and create a better scale bar. Let me see. Offset by, let me say 1 meter. How will it look like? Okay. If I offset again, then I have this complicated scale bar, which people like a lot. So let me just hash it and then solid fill. So click here, click here, click here, click here. I realize that I've not even saved my work, so let me just save it. Desktop. Let's look for fancy. Fancy, yes. This one is tutorial 1. Click on save. Okay, so I have this, and I can adjust this like so. I'll type in the distances. So okay, let me just explode this so that it'll be easier. Just have this. Here is 0. Type in 0, and then 10, 20. So 10 meters. 10 meters here. Yeah, 20 meters. So let's position them real quickly. Okay, let me pause the video. So we finished designing our frame. However, if we use this frame for this landed property, you could see that the property is just too small inside the frame, and we need the property to occupy this a good space. Okay, so what you do, I'm going to copy this frame, the entire frame, and I'm going to adjust the scale. So to adjust that, you use this formula to get the scale factor, target scale divided by the current scale. So this, the current scale is 1 is to 1000. You want to try out 1 is to 500. So 500 divided by 1000 should give you 0.5. So I'm going to highlight this and then click on the scale from the toolbar here, click anywhere and then type 0.5. Now hit enter. What this does is that this frame is now operating at the scale of 1 is to 500. And what I can do is I'll come here and I will have to adjust this, and then the distance is here too. So 20 divided by 2 is now 10 meters. 10 divided by 2 is now what? 5 meters. Hold on, I'm coming. Have this. So I'll click this, adjust. 20 divided by 2 should be 10. 10, 40 divided by 2, this should be 20. And then 20 meters here. So we now have a frame from 1 is to 500, which should It's very suitable for our study area. So our study area, let's assume the road is here. So let me quickly create the road. Offset, let's offset by 1 meter. 1 meter, hit enter, and here. Now click on len, len, hit enter. You can type te for change and then type, let's say 17 meters, hit enter. What this does is I can extend this by 17 meters. Another option is to use len and use dy. With dy I can just click and drag the line in a straight line in any direction I want. So click on this, let's offset by 6 meters, 6, and hit enter, bring it down here. So we have our road there, and now we can copy our frame down. So let's copy our frame. The reason why I'm copying my frame to the line instead of copying the line to the frame is because the land is georeferenced and I don't want to move it out of its geographic coordinates or its correct coordinates position where it is, and you soon find out the usefulness of that. But in case we move it out, you can still georeference it back. So now we have it like this, and I can select this. From here I can change the uh, font style, click on others, let's load, and we can select any other one. Let's try this hidden tool, click OK, click OK. So let's use the hidden tool and see. Okay, it looks okay, but can adjust the scale. So let's say 8. Okay, so it's like so. The lines should be red, so I'm going to change them to red. And then what else? I need to start adding my bearings and distances, right? That's what is left. So let me copy this 10 meters here. So let me quickly start adding the distances. Control 1. This distance is 15.25, so let me just double click 15.25 to 5. Now if observe this line, it has an angle of 57 degrees 30 minutes. So let me just orient it with 57 degrees 30 minutes. Okay, and then I can copy this down here, type in 57 degrees. Fastest way I do this is percentage d 30 minutes. Okay, so I can adjust this backward like so, copy this downward, let's observe this line. This line has 237 degrees 30 minutes, so let me just type it 237. Okay, you can also copy this down here. Now this line has an angle of 14111, so let's do that. Here rotation 141 degrees 11 minutes. Okay, so we can place it very well like so, now the distance is 30.50. I'll double click on this, type 30.50 meters. The angle is 14111, so type it in 141 degrees, 141, and this is 11. We adjust this backward and let's position it well. Okay, so you can take your time and position it even better than this. Okay, so let's click on this. This is the move tool. and then move it down here. So when we have it like this, we can add pillar numbers. So pillar numbers is um usually SC slash tutorial tut 1001. We have this pillar number here. So copy this down here to 1002, 1003, and then 1004. And then we have it like so. You can break this line a little by clicking on this break, and then break this line off, break this off like so. Okay, so what's remaining is for us to add our grid lines. So we can add our grid lines like so. Let's click from here down to here. But what we need to do is to come here to the object snap settings. Let me just check, select all, click OK. The line again, let's do this. Okay, click and then bring it like this. Click and then we'll take it up and touch it. Oh, let's leave it there. Bring this thing down, and we have it like this. Okay, so now what is left is for us to add our coordinates and put our magnetic uh, like this. So we'll use ID, type ID, hit enter, and then we click here. Then we'll copy the coordinates from here. So the easting is this, while the northing is this. I'm going to copy the two at the same time. Let me delete this. So so let's have it like so. Magnetic northing, then magnetic easting. So we have it like this. We can leave these two here, and we have a grid line here. Let's change the color to blue. So we have it like so. Okay, we can add this, add this, make it look like so. Okay, an easy way for me to do this, I can add 2 circles here. Let me make it bigger. Add 2 circles here. Copy like so, right? Think this is okay. No, this is okay. I'll select this and then click on trim and trim off this, then delete this particular one. Sorry, I'm supposed to move this. Let me move it like so. Repeat, select this one and then trim out this instead. Okay. Um, move it like so. So I have something like this. It's not perfect, but I'm gonna leave it like that. I can adjust it. Okay. So I'll also turn this to blue. Then type in nodes. Um, okay, so we'll leave it like that, and now we can break our line like so, like this. Then break this one like this. Likewise, I'll break this like this and break this one like this. So here it is. We have our survey plan ready to be exported. Nothing is missing. There is plan number, explainer number, there is surveyor's name and everything. So here we have finished plotting and labeling our survey plan. So we'll click on this print. Now we can completely set our printer. We set our printer to Microsoft Print to PDF. This will print it to PDF. Our paper size, we're going to set it to A4. A4. And then is there anything missing? This display I'll change to window, so I can, what I can do is I can click and drag. Okay. Okay, so the drawing orientation should be set to portrait. Okay, now let's click on preview, and we have our survey plan here. So we'll right click and we say export, or we say plot. Let's save it to Fancy, and we'll call it tutorial1.pdf, and save. Now after exporting, we can come to this folder, Windows D, Fancy, and we'll see our exported plan here, and here it is. So that's that for plotting and preparing a survey plan. I hope you learned a lot from this video. See you in the next video.